What's up, people? Santi G in the house, and today I am doing another scrap mechanic video. Now, this one is it's gonna be pretty long. It's an insane one, I promise, guys. Today I've made so many creations since the last time I made one, which is like 4 videos ago. I've made literally so many creations, and I just kind of wanted you guys to see them. It's gonna be a bit laggy right now, but after I use one creation, I'll delete it off the list. So the first one is going to be this one. It's called Max is Angry. It's supposed to be kind of like a Mad Max truck thing, or kind of. I really, really love the looks of this one. I think I got it to come out really well. So, just open that door, hop on in. We got those doors. We got this one, turns on the headlights. That's button number 1. It drives pretty well. It does have an emergency brake, so if you look underneath, it's just this, and it goes down and it locks the back tires. So it's kind of like how an emergency brake works. You can kind of drift around with it. I think it's really cool. Number 3, it actually lifts up the trunk, and it gives you a boost. Just like that. I'm not even pressing the gas pedal when I do that. Is that? Yeah, okay, well, I also have flamethrowers on it. This car is kind of mostly for the looks, because it just looks really good. But I really like the flamethrowers on it. The emergency brake I really love too, because none of my other cars really have that, and I feel like it was a cool thing that I added. So let's just delete this boy off the lift. We're going pretty fast here, because it also has saws on the wheels and some plating around it. You can see that. We're going pretty fast because we got to get through this video, man. We got a lot of stuff. So this is the tractor with the bed. Not much to really be said here. It's just a tractor with a bed, an engine, and it's based off something. If you guys can guess it in the comments, that'd be pretty nice, man. I'll give you a shout out in the next video. Ooh. And I know I'm pretty laggy right now. This over here is like a little. It's kind of a plane, okay? It's not like an actual good plane. It's just what I built in a little bit amount of time. So to get in it, it actually doesn't fly from the front. It flies from the back. So you open this, hop in the seat. You close it. You can see it has a lot of buttons. Most of them are actually buttons. And it's a pretty stable flyer. It has buttons for like everything. If you want to like steer, it has that. Steering left and right. Oh boy. It has those, it has these, but those all really push it down. That's really the first time it's ever flipped over, believe it or not. It's honestly like a really stable flying creation. I use it a lot to just fly around the map. If I did that now, I don't think I'd be able to get back to my other creations. It does have like a go forward. It also has a reverse on it, which is 3. I'm just gonna park it in the hangar real quick. I downloaded this little airport place off of the Steam Workshop. It's pretty nice. It's a cool place to kind of work on my builds. And that's good enough. Just gonna delete that boy. Like, I can fly all over the entire map and then back into the hangar pretty easily. I think it's just a matter of some of the buttons maybe going like a bit too much sometimes. These aren't all the creations, by the way. I still have like 5 more, 6 more in another world, but I realized it would be way too laggy. So this one's kind of just a weird truck, I guess, is how you'd describe it. Did I not make a way to get in? Oh no, the windows are already rolled down. So you can, it has kind of these weird doors, so they flip forward, kind of like a McLaren, but it's a truck, so it kind of doesn't really matter. These two are the windows, you can roll them up. And then this one opens up the back, and you can see there's like a little motor back there. If I could zoom in on that more. A little motor. I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a McLaren truck, but it's really not. Okay, so things are starting to get a bit less laggy. This is just a normal box car, and that's it. There's literally nothing to it. I just wanted to make a box car. Wait a second. Oh, wait, it's a transformer. Got that right. It even has a little face on it. It's going like, yeah, he's happy. He's happy. You do that. Gets the wheels up. You can drive it around still. It has pretty good steering, you know. You can drive it around normally, and it has good steering. There's a jet in the back when you push it. It puts it into bird fly mode. You can flap the wings, and it kind of takes off. And that's kind of this definitely normal box car. That was probably the thing that was lagging up this whole game. Next up, we have this boom box. It has a little thing on it. You can select the song, play it. It's right there. So there's a little secret way to get into it. If I could find it, it's like a little button you can press. You have to be. It has to be like perfect. Oh, dang it! I can't find the seat. You know what I'm gonna do? Enter from the top. Haha. There we go. There was the driver's seat. There we go. So button number 1 is the little flip for that. Button number 2. Ooh, look at that. It gets elevated a little bit. Button number 3, a little head pops up. What do you know? Button number 4, we get some arm action here. And button number 5, guess what? It flies. And to control the flying, you kind of just have to maneuver the arms well enough. Like if you want to go forward, you do that. But I'm kind of starting to lose the other creations. There they are. That's really that one. It's a living boombox, pretty much. That's what it looks like. Pretty sleek design. I like it a lot. So next up, we have this little party machine. I call it the party machine. It's kind of good. I like it because it's nice. It's a clean cut design. There's not really much to it. It's pretty simple. Of course it flies though, like all of my creations fly. So I kind of messed up the seats. You're kind of facing the wrong way, but it doesn't really matter. The steering on this is a bit kind of like small. You can't really do sharp turns in it, but it does have button number 1, which turns those neon lights beneath down. Right, turns the little neon lights down. You press this button and it turns it down up. So you have these awesome little purple neon lights on your creation, and you ride around. That's why it's the party machine. It's like in GTA. And then button number 3, it flies. Woo! We got some really powerful jets under there. The mini jets. They're actually really powerful. So, oh my god, that is lagging. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, brother. Let me get you on the ground. Thank you. Will not be needing you anymore. We did have the Spin Boy in this last time and the box here, but I've made improvements to both of them. Well, the box is just a different variation that I thought was pretty funny. And then this is a complete improvement, so. We have some little camping supplies. You do that, it's a nice little table. You do this, it's a nice little chair. Just some nice things when you go camping that fold up, and it's fun, you know. Because I'd like to do an episode where I go camping, and you know, it's just a good time. So this one is just the same as the other one I showed you, but it's got a little twist. Okay. So button number 1 is, so I just made all of the rotations really fast for the first thing. So it kind of just hops around and does its own thing, and it's really fun. Like, you could just flip around, and it still works, like, just the same. Like, it's fine. It just did a complete flip there. Like, you can still do that and drive it just the same. I just thought I'd show it to you because it's a fun little improvement. It just makes it go very, very fast. So this is the same Ferris wheel I showed you last time, but now it's an actual Ferris wheel. So when you press this, I made things go a little bit faster. And now it has like 2 separate sides on it, and one of these, the blue one, is hooked up to the button. So that's kind of how it works. You can just hop in this seat, because you don't have to kind of hop in that and then wait for a seat. You can kind of just do it from the seat the whole time. So on to the second last creation in this world is the L Giver, and you'll see why it's called that in a second. I based it off of 2 different creations that I've lost. In my first world, I made one like this. It said hi. In my second world bikes, I showed you 2 things like this. They both said hi, and they were both really fast. This one, I made it give an L, so you do this button, and it shows a little L, and then it's fun. It's really, that's the only thing to it. I like the colors, the design is good. It drives really well as well, but despite having no suspension. So we're on to a really old car that I didn't know I had in this. I think it was from my first world, and I didn't show it to you guys because I saved it on the lift and deleted it. So we have a few buttons. This one that flips you over. I may have been trying to make like a transformer when I did this car. I don't know what I was trying to do. This one kind of brings little things out. What the frick? That hasn't happened before. Wait a minute. So first button flips you over. This button brings some little feet out. Why is all this happening? It usually never happened before. Like, all of it worked so perfectly. And now look at it. I was probably just making this one day when I was bored. What did I do? What happened to it? Anyway, what it's supposed to do... Oh. Tip me backwards. That didn't even work. That's alarming. I really want this to work because it's a good creation, I think, for at least the time. When I was there, I was like, oh man, dude, look at all this stuff that I'm doing. Okay, I might just have to finagle with the... There we go. Well, it has these, so when it's down like this... There we go. Now it's on his little feet, and then you bring these down, and it drives, but the steering's backwards, and it's from right now. So the steering's fine, but the gas and brake are different. So that's for this world. That's all the creations that I have for this world. And now we have another one. It's called You Really Funny Looking, and this one's gonna be a bit laggy, but I just want to show you. It's kind of a series that's like for TV shows. So let's start off at the very end here. You can see how laggy it is in this world. I'm sprinting too, and this like, I just need to delete some of these ASAP. So this first one should be Studio A-A or A:A. I don't know. Yeah, A:'A. This one's kind of, anything starting with A is kind of like a science laboratory. I'm gonna make more of these in the future. We got like a little security room over here, pretty neat. And then here, boom, walk right through the wall, and here's like a little science lab, you know. So we have some cameras out here, director's chair. We have this main thing, some lights on the side. We have a TV too, so you can kind of watch it as it's happening. So we have the first lights that come on. which are these, and it kind of lights all parts that the camera's shining on. Then we have secondary lights, which are above, and it kind of just gives some more light here. In this set, we have like a little sink behind them, and then some levers that don't do anything, and then a controller, and then just some all around pretty cool stuff. I don't think this does anything. Yeah, it doesn't. So that's the first set. It has some wires coming around too, and the boom mic. I put a little boom mic in the roof, which somehow works. I don't know how that works. Put a little exit sign on the door, so we can finally delete this. Get a little bit less laggy. So then we have Studio A-B, which is another science thing, but it's a bit different. You'll see what I'm talking about here. It's kind of like a hospital surgeon place. It has the same security lab. It's a surgery, and I made this a while ago, so that's why I have a grape here. That's why they're doing surgery on a grape. See what I did there? I certainly do. What's happening here is they're doing surgery on a grape. Remember that meme? I kind of do. It's not that funny anymore. So we have this that turns on. It's the light on the camera. Then you turn the camera on, and that works too. It has a little light on it. We have these lights. We kind of change the lighting from now and then. I made this little cart. It rolls up. It has all the equipment that you need. It has like a little coffee cup there too. There's memory, time dial, and stuff. There's the grape. It's just a golf ball. We have a light here. All these are supposed to be little surgery tools. I don't really know what happened to them though. What's this one? Oh, it's a little laser. Oh yeah, you can also use the laser. Where's the button for that? Yeah, I have a button back here. It basically does a laser, so it shows you exactly where you're cutting. It also goes with the theme of having like some cabinets, a power thing, and then some wires all around. The boom mic, of course. Now on to the next one. Okay, we're finally gonna start not lagging that much. This is B-A, so this is a whole different set. We have 3 B sets. And it's meant to be like a modern, well not maybe a modern, like maybe a 50s, not 50s, like 70s, 80s, 90s. What the, oh crap. Just a moment. It's just connected to this door, that one. It's connected like this. There we go. Open it this. It's the same security room. I'm gonna keep that open. This is kind of just the family room. We already have some people placed here. We have a ceiling fan. We have a few lights to go on here. We have the first lights, which is just these lights in on the side. Secondary lights. And we also have the third lights that light up just around the house to really light up everything. I tried to make it look as realistic as possible with like the coffee table, couches, plants, and then like a Pokemon, a shoe, some books, and then ducks. I also tried to make a little lamp thing, and it just kind of ended up looking weird. There's also a staircase that leads to nowhere, but the audience won't know. So that's kind of just that. This should make us not lag at all. Hey, this world can definitely handle a few theaters. There we go. There we go. This is B-B, the second one in this. Let me just close that door on it. Same security room. I'm just watching all the parts leading up to it, outside, and all that. This is kind of just a kitchen. It's more dimly lit, so the secondary lighting I felt should be a bit more, so that's why I did that. It's kind of shining on the table. Back here we have just a full kitchen. We have this thing, and then the stove beneath it. We have paper towel roll, refrigerator, sink, spices, and all that good stuff. Coffee maker thing. And then we have the dining table, which is, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. This light here is also on a 20, so that's why it's so much there. Just to make it more light, because I really feel like that place wasn't lit enough. No pun intended. And here we are, the last theater and the last link for this video, Studio B-C. This one, just hop on in here. Same security. Don't really change much about that. It's a bedroom. We changed the location of the boom mic. We made it down a bit and forward. What we had to do for the back is we just had to make a false wall here because we couldn't make it that far away for the bed scene. Yeah, we don't have third lights here. Oh, I thought we should. These are just on a 1 because we don't want them shining up the scene too much. So we could have like 2 people in the bed at the same time, turn this on, and then it's a bit bright for a bed scene. There's just a wardrobe over there and some nightstands with the lamps on them. Yeah, these help a little bit. They help. So I think that is the last thing in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this awesome scrap mechanic video. Actually, I think one more thing, a few more things in this world. I don't know if I showed you guys the Ooga Booga. Even if I did make some improvements to it. Maybe I didn't refer to it as it's just this, which has like pistons pushing down on it to create the suspension, kind of little arched places. I probably showed you this, but as you can see, I made some improvements so that this suspension's actually pressing down on it, so that it stays like in the middle. And I made it like into instead of everything else there, like actual solid blocks, I made it little pipes so that it has a bit more space to kind of wobble around. And I think it worked pretty well. I'm going to show you guys something that I also downloaded off the Steam Workshop, which is this drone. I think it definitely has to do with like piston glitches. That's how it, or not piston glitches, suspension glitches. So you do this and it makes it go up. This one, and you see it just makes it go without any jets at all. Which is crazy. Like, I don't know how they do it. It works well for getting around the map. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really good for getting around. It's just it's a little drone. It even has a GoPro on it. Like, props to the maker of this. I don't know really who made it, but it's pretty cool. We also have ramps just to test out some of my stuff. What is happening back there? We have a ramp here, which is the tall ramp, and then we also have the normal ramp, which is underneath. It's not very pleasing, but you know, we do what we can. And we also have this one, which I'm not going to show you guys. It's not going to name it because I'm trying to be a family-friendly YouTube channel. It just kind of twists you around. It's a random creation I made when I was bored. And you know what? This is what boredom gets you these days. This creation. That's what it gets you. So, I think that's gonna be it for today, people. Wait, no. I keep forgetting. I keep making improvements to stuff. Then I have to show you guys. This is the big roller from last episode. I made an improvement to this. I made it so that it goes really high in the air and fast. So, I mean, we'll see that on the ground in a little bit. We're going back down. I don't think we have anything else to show you guys. I think, yeah, that might be it. That might actually just be it. I mean, that's it, aside from, like, small improvements that we don't really need to go into detail with, like this RV. I painted some stuff that was unpainted. I made some major improvements to it, but it's nothing that really needs to be shown. Like, same with the good old truck, some painting and some performance improvements. Same thing for the big roller, but we might save those for another episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button with all your might. Peace out. Oh, and subscribe. So, peace out.